Listen, you bar takers are doing the most with taking the bar exam with newborns, but I'm here for it. We're going to tackle how to balance your study schedule, get enough sleep, and keep your vibe up, even with those hormones flooding your system when you've got a new or newer baby in the world, depending completely on you for everything, and you're taking the bar. Hi, I'm Jennifer Duclair, bar exam mindset mentor and attorney life coach, helping you to pass this bar exam and build a law life that you are absolutely in love with. Most of the people that enter into my world are not single, childless, and carefree. Most are juggling bar prep with a full-time job, a child or two or three, maybe even parents who depend on them. When it comes to taking the bar exam with multiple responsibilities, you are already challenged. But this video zeroes in on the specific challenges of taking the bar with a child who is under the age of one, even let's say 3 months or less old. When you're bar prepping with a baby, you have the unique challenges of not only taking care of a little one, whether you're juggling daycare or taking care of them at home, but your body, if you're a woman, is probably flooded with hormones too. The kind of hormones that make you attach more because that's what's supposed to happen. The kind of hormones that have you more fearful and anxious for the baby's health because that's natural. Well, when you have this coupled with the need for the more masculine energies of hard driving, studying, now you have some real challenges because your body is supercharged on the feminine side because of this new baby, but you're definitely engaged in a very masculine energy work because, corporate world, masculine energy. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. So this is what you need to do to balance that because I've seen it. We've walked through it successfully. It can be done. First and foremost, you'll have to come to a place of peace about your child's well-being with the circumstances and situation that you have to offer. You'll need to remember one, children are very resilient. Two, they need someone to answer them, not necessarily you all the time. And three, all the things that you think are bad can always be put in a different context and seen from a different light. You'll want to remember that so you cannot go down the rabbit hole whenever you see something going on that you immediately blame on your mothering. Remember that you can always see it in a different light where it's actually a good thing for the child. Okay. If you know you need help with that, then make sure you have someone in your corner that you can get that realistic view from, that call back to reality from, because the hormones do cloud that ability. Okay. I know you can hear that I'm a little congested here, but I'm here for you and what you need as you go through because there are a lot of mothers of little babies studying for the bar right now. So next step, you'll want to ensure you have a flexible study plan. Now, this is something that's easily taken care of inside my programs. I actually have a standalone program that you can just buy and use without even enrolling in our coaching to create a flexible study plan for yourself. It's super personalized, which means it will fit into your life as a mother of a newborn. But having something that you can easily put down and pick up whenever you need is important. It needs to be set up with the type of tools and resources and the study strategies that are so flexible that you can pick it up whenever you get that chance, go into it, and then put it down and go about your life. Now, some people think, well, if you're not sitting down and intensely studying with extreme focus for 3 hour blocks of time, then are you really studying? The answer is yes, because the point of studying is to absorb and retain information. You do not need to sit down for 3 hours in one spot with intense focus to absorb and retain information. How many times have you heard a song on the radio on the off chance, and after enough repetitions, you can sing along with the lyrics, right? You can learn anything in any way. The whole point is absorbing and retaining the information. Now, the extra challenge comes when you need to apply that information to ensure that it is somewhere in there and it can come to the forefront. Number one, keeping a low stress level, which I know is a challenge, but hear me out. Keeping a low stress level while you do this studying allows you to absorb and retain that information better. Sleeping allows that information to cement, to connect to other things that you have already in your memory files so that it stays there longer, and then will aid in you recalling that information when it's time to answer some practice questions or do some essays. Now, the way that you go about practice questions and essays is what's going to show you, yes, I know this information, I retained it. Oh, here's something I still need to study. And we have a way of doing it that allows you to get through it very quickly and most efficiently so that you can do even your practice sessions with a newborn. For that, I'm putting a link below that you can find. Once you go in with the super efficient methods that we've outlined for how to go through your practice questions and how to do your essays, what people find is that they're able to get a really good understanding of how much they still need to review and study versus how much they're so successful in by just doing 5 questions at a time, just slipping it in there. Right? And you still get a good overview. Now, this is not going to give you how am I going to do under timed conditions, but think about it this way. The bar exam is a time-defined event. You don't have to do it every week. It's not like you have to create a routine around taking the bar exam. You're going to do it once. If your mind and your confidence level, which embraces your emotions now, if those two are up to speed with the event of the bar exam, your body will easily follow. Your body will only rebel if you've been nervous, anxious, breaking down, and having all those other issues happening during bar prep. breaking down your physical resilience, breaking down your health, and then making the bar exam some strenuous marathon-like event, which it really doesn't need to be. It's like going to work, right? With the focus that you are going to help yourself get by going to sleep with this newborn. So this is where we're going with this, right? Sleep is probably going to be your most powerful tool in all this. And I say probably because if you do have nervousness and anxiety and self-sabotaging doubts and beliefs, those are going to hamstring you more than lack of sleep. And you'll definitely need to take care of any, I can't do it, I'm not worth it, do I even belong here type of thoughts, any feelings that go along with that. Those are your biggest culprits. And fixing that will be your biggest breakthrough to passing the bar. But if that's not there, what you are looking at now is the next biggest thing if you are a mother of a newborn: sleep. You need sleep so that your brain can function well. And I know that this is a huge challenge when you're talking about newborns. And this is why you want to do everything possible to either have someone take your baby during the nights so that you can sleep, or change up your schedule. If someone can take your baby during the day, you need to figure out how to get lots of sleep during the day. Whenever you sleep, you need to sleep. Always be okay with taking those quick naps. I know, believe me, I know that when that child is sleeping is when you want to go do chores, because that's the only chance you get to do chores. When that child is sleeping is when you want to go finally take a shower, because it's been days. I know. But what you want to do instead is prioritize your sleep and then see if you can wake up and then go do those things while the child is still napping. Sleep first. Set yourself a little alarm and see if you're okay getting up and going to do some chores. Okay. You may also ask for help with the chores themselves so that you don't have to choose between sleep and chores. And finally, be okay with waking naps. And this is what I call meditation. Because when you're tired enough, your meditation is going to turn into a nap. But what happens is if you put on a 20-minute meditation music sort of thing, and you sit up, because when you're meditating, you're not sitting up to go to sleep. Your chances are you're sitting up maybe in your office chair, because I know a lot of parents of newborns are also working while studying for the bar and taking care of a newborn. So let's say that you're working, you have a lunch break. Ideally, your child is being taken care of by somebody. And I know you're going to want to go and be with your child if you can. And I get that urge. See if you could fit in a 20-minute meditation, perhaps, maybe YouTube has that, and sit up and allow yourself to get into that deep space. And you'll go there easily because you're tired anyway, but allow yourself to go into that deep space and rest. Because when you get deep enough in a meditation, it can be as restorative as a nap. So use this tool when you don't trust yourself to go take that nap and actually be able to wake back up. You can do a quick meditation instead of a full-blown sleep. And that way you get that mental rest, and then you can come back up and go do the things you need to do. Obviously, it doesn't take the place of sleep. So you definitely still want to be planning your sleep and making it happen. If you want more tips balancing a newborn, I'd say pay attention to your emotional state more than anything, and then make sure you get that flexible study plan so that you can study whenever, take those naps, and know that you can recall the information later when you need to do those practice sessions. For creating your personalized study plan, I'm putting a link below that you can find. Create that study plan so you can empower yourself to feel like I am learning things. I do see my progress, even while you're juggling all the things in the world. I'll see you in the next video.